That's a very in-depth question. The answer is pretty interesting, at least to me. In 2009, what was going on in the auto industry was pretty catastrophic. I think the total new car deliveries in 2009 was about 9 million, down from 17 million, which was the peak. And GM had lost their leasing company. It went out of business. Chrysler had lost its leasing division. It had gone out of business. And the company that I had at the time, Credit Union Leasing of America, its portfolio had gone from 20,000 leases down to less than 4,000. Our staff had gone from 50 to down to 9. It was a really tough time. So an investment banker I knew at the time invited me to a meeting in Dallas. And it was with a private equity firm that was involved in buy here, pay here. And truly at that time I'd never heard anything about that industry. I knew nothing about it. My leasing career up to that point had been new car leasing predominantly and Super A credit. 750 credit score, 2 kids and a dog, very, very few defaults. So anyway, we go to this meeting and they had invited the investment banker and allowed me to come along. They were exploring, they had $100 million worth of buy here, pay here debt that they had just had to take over from somebody that went out of business. So they were trying to figure out what to do with their business model, leave it the same, maybe consider a different model, maybe leasing. So I was able to sit there and listen to the interaction, and these were really sharp people. I thought, man, this is fascinating. So what came out of that is at the end of that meeting, I asked these people, they'd been in buy here, pay here for a long time. I said, who are the top 3 people that are the industry influencers, movers and shakers that, if you were me, who would you go to ask in the industry, is leasing a good idea? Is the leasing model a good model for the deep subprime industry? And it was at that meeting that they gave me 3 names. One was Ken Shilson, which I'll talk about in a bit. 2 was Chris Leadham, and 3 was Don Foss. And I've certainly found out now that those were 3 good references to get to know.